What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we'll be talking about the mysterious world of NPCs and which ones are set to arrive on the Fortnite island sometime throughout Chapter 3, Season 3. Now, this will range all the way from the super mysterious, the Underwriter NPC, all the way down to, the more common ones, such as the beloved Meowscles, and where that character might actually show up on the Fortnite island. So, to help this video, format be, split up perfectly, we're going to start off with the mysterious side of things, and then towards the end of the video, talk about the ones we have more information on, such as, all the summer-themed or party-themed NPCs. So to start us off, let's circle all the way back around, not to the Underwriter, but instead a NPC codenamed Mitosis. Not much is known about the Mitosis NPC at all, and currently the only real gameplay tag we had even related to it was the NPC codename itself. However, in the game files were some meshes and materials for some upcoming, files for this NPC, and what we were able to realize here is two things. Firstly, it's set to have a normal, skin that apparently will have 1 to 3 different color variants, but it also will have a glider to go along with it as well, and it is a male skin. So keep that in mind. It's a male skin with a glider with it, and you'll be able to purchase this in the item shop at a later date. However, I want to draw some attention to that codename, which is Mitosis. Mitosis is obviously, related to all living things. And I'm not about to become your biology teacher, your science teacher, or anything, so let me just break it down like this. Basically, it's the process of cells splitting and duplicating into multiple cells. That's all you really need to know about it, but something that it makes me personally think of with this season is the whole entire, reality tree out there. That reality tree that we know there's a female, reality, enemy or boss type thing going on. It makes me speculate that maybe we'll get the male version of that or something else as an NPC this season to kind of help hype up the brand new storyline now that the IO storyline has kind of taken the back burner while we learn more about the reality tree, who's commanding it, who's watching over the island, and all that stuff. But I would love to hear your theories over what Mitosis might be in the comments down below. Now, other than this, we really don't have any other information such as, where will this NPC be located? However, that information will most likely be added in the upcoming updates as we get more files relating to what this Mitosis character is even going to be. On top of that, I guess it's time to talk about the Underwriter. Yeah, I know a lot of questions are probably going down there being like, isn't that already one of the 7 characters? That they already have another name. Their name's not the Underwriter. Well, I do want to mention this right away here. Most likely, since this NPC is not finished, the actual image they're using and all the dialogue associated with this NPC is all placeholder dialogue. The only thing we really have to go on that might be accurate is the location of where the NPC might show up, what data we currently have such as emotes the NPC might play, and what their name is. So yeah, keep in mind that the Underwriter isn't a name change for one of the already existing skins from last season, but instead is probably most likely going to be a brand new character or a brand new NPC added later on this season. And to prove further on that, this isn't going to be the character we get, the actual skin that would show up in game if the Epic Games accidentally enabled this NPC right now would actually end up being Beach Brutus. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense for an NPC collection book to have one image and then the skin to be a completely different image that you're seeing in game. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of unfinished files here that Epic Games will most likely fix in the near future before this NPC officially releases. But let's get the one little confirmed bit of information out of here right away. The location for this NPC is set to be Tilted Towers. So whenever they get enabled, assuming that Epic Games doesn't do a last minute swap to their location, they will spawn at Tilted Towers. And what makes this a little bit more interesting is that the NPC codename is No Sweat. Now, something that makes this, the interesting part of everything is the fact that, the 3 different Block 2.0s that are being built are all under the No Sweat Insurance brand. So maybe we'll get a No Sweat character on the island. It'd be a little bit of an interesting thing for Epic Games to do. However, the current emotes that this skin can play is firstly the Calculated emote, which is the 2 + 2 = 4 emote, a Jumping Jacks emote, a Flippin' Incredible emote, which is just the backflip, and then finally the Breakin' emote, which is just, that breakdance emote all the way from Chapter 1, Season 3. So overall, there's a lot of different emotes that the NPC could do. It has the codename No Sweat. It seems to be related to No Sweat Insurance somehow, and maybe this means that the next No Sweat Insurance skin to arrive on the island is going to be, you know, this little, the Underwriter skin. And now, as a final bit of topic for this specific NPC, another theory I have here is since we're gonna get 3 different blocks over at Tilted Towers, and since they have some data, you know, for NPCs spawning there, what if Epic Games actually makes it so whoever has their block 2.0 accepted to the island gets their own NPC in that area wearing whatever skin they might have been wearing. That way it's like that personal flair on top of it, plus Epic Games knows how to do this type of stuff. They're brilliant with all of that, and they can make some NPCs really themed around the different blocks, so it's just a little bit of a bonus theory I thought I'd throw out there as, you know, just a little bit of a talking point for you guys to theorize about. And now for our final bit of NPC news, we have to talk about some summer-themed NPCs that are set to arrive on the Fortnite island, most likely with a V21.10 update. And firstly, we have none other than Unpilly. That's right, I guess Pilly decided it's the summertime, time to unpill around because they're going to be arriving back on the Fortnite island. On top of this, we have Summer Drift Envision, which I think Envision is more for the party theme instead of more, you know, that summery theme, but they're going to be on the island in the near future. We have Boardwalk Ruby and Beach Bomber. Now, we have one more NPC, but I want to talk about that separately since we have some more information about it. Now, firstly, what I want to mention about all those NPCs I just listed, Unpilly all the way through Beach Bomber, is that they're summer-themed NPCs that will most likely be enabled next update, and assuming Epic Games doesn't keep them permanently around, because that would be a lot of NPCs on the island, they'll most likely not count to your collection book, and obviously they'll probably be in more, you know, the beachy, vibey area, so keep that in mind. You might not have to actually talk to any of these NPCs if you want to make sure you still complete your collection book. However, there's one NPC that I didn't want to mention right away, and that is none other than Meowscles. Now, the reason I didn't want to mention this is because there's a few theories going on here, and his location on the map has already been found. So firstly, let's talk about the theory. Since all of the NPCs around the same area that I noticed were all summer or party themed NPCs, a lot of people are speculating that maybe we'll finally get a summer Meowscles skin, because that's been teased multiple times before. I mean, we used to have a poster image from Fortnite officially of Meowscles with just, you know, some shorts on and then some pool floaties, so maybe we could see summer Meowscles next update. You know, that'd be a cool little addition for the summer theme. And of course, there's a lot of people out there who might have missed Meowscles back in the original season, didn't really like Kit that much because it wasn't exactly like Meowscles, and would like to get something more in the Meowscles zone while not being too crazily different. So maybe we could get a summer Meowscles in the next update. However, for the location of this NPC, you're seeing some images or maybe some videos in the background footage. Basically, there's an area on the map already that has tons of Meowscles items in there. It has, like, you know, the litter box. It just has a lot of his domain over there, so most likely people are theorizing that this is going to be where Meowscles decides to spawn once they get added to the game files as an NPC, just because where else should they spawn? You know, it'd be awkward if they put, you know, his litter box on one side of the map and then decided, you know what, we're just gonna put him all the way over here on the top of a mountain and just leave him there. But that's obviously, you know, just a theory, a game theory. I know I had to make the joke. Anyways, this is overall just a lot of NPCs coming to the Fortnite island, a lot of potential lore related things in the near future, and a lot of stuff that's most likely going to be going down as we continue throughout this season. So if you enjoyed today's YouTube video and it got you hyped to meet some new NPCs on the island, consider subscribing to support the content I create, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.